Hello, Orbis here, and welcome to another edition of Ranking Every Track on Beatles albums. Today we're going to be doing Magical Mystery Tour from 1967. See, Magical Mystery Tour is not a traditional album, and is more of a compilation album. Side 2 is from an EP that's basically the soundtrack to the Magical Mystery Tour film, and Side 2 is a collection of recently released singles. And because of this, the album doesn't really flow that well, but the songs on it are actually amazing. So without further ado, let's get started with the ranking. At number 11, I've picked Flying, which is one of the rare Beatles songs that's credited to every single member. I think this song fits its purpose well in the movie, but doesn't stick out too much as a song. At number 10, I picked the title track, Magical Mystery Tour. I think it works well as the theme song, and it's wonderfully silly and whimsical. Next up at number 9 is Baby You're a Rich Man. I enjoyed its use in the movie The Social Network, but it's never been one of my favourites. At number 8 I picked Blue Jay Away, written by George Harrison. Blue Jay Away is a bit of an underrated gem in my opinion. Sure, George Harrison has written better songs, but I think it deserves respect just for being one of the Beatles' most psychedelic songs. Okay, at number 7 is All You Need Is Love, a classic and iconic Beatles track, and I think it's great, but I don't go back to it too much. Possibly because I've heard it too many times. At number 6 I've got Hello Goodbye, which is a great pop song. It's very happy sounding and it's one of those Beatles songs that improves your mood when you hear it. At number 5 is Your Mother Should Know, which is a fantastic song and maybe a bit underrated. At number 4 I've got Fall on the Hill, which is a superb song from Paul. I love the lyrics. It always reminded me a bit of Nowhere Man, so I've always thought of Fall on the Hill as a bit like a psychedelic version of Nowhere Man. And the instrumental is incredible as well, especially the piano and the recorder / penny whistle. Okay, so my third favourite song on Magical Mystery Tour is Strawberry Fields Forever, which from an objective standpoint I might say is the best song on the album, even if it's not my personal favourite. It's very experimental for its time, and it's one of the Beatles' most crowning achievements. At number 2 I've got Penny Lane, which is never not going to be one of my favourite Beatles songs. It's one that always puts me in a good mood. So my favourite song on Magical Mystery Tour is I Am the Walrus, which is meant to make fun of people that overanalyze Beatles lyrics, and ironically I think it's a lyrical masterpiece. The song is basically meant to be a joke, but I think it's amazing, and it always has been and it always will be one of my favourite Beatles songs. Okay, so there we have it. That was my ranking of every track on Magical Mystery Tour from worst to best. Let me know in the comments what your favourites from Magical Mystery Tour are, and I'll see you soonish for the White Album ranking. I say soonish because it might take me a while to make it, because it has 30 songs on it. But stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.